Hey yo guys, Rubia Bell here, and welcome to the back to the Hearts United comic, where today we will be working on pages 19 and 20. And I think we're just about almost done with Hearts United. I think after these two pages only one remains. Pretty sure anyway, don't quote me on that. Might be wrong. Anyway, I got the cute little girl here. She was in the perfect position to say hi, so. She's not the only cat in here, though. Got Taco down here on my footrest as well. Hi, Taco! Hello, pretty kitty. Wanna say hi? Hey. Hey. Are you dead? Wake up and turn around. Ah! Taco. 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 Can you say hi, please? Stop being so antisocial. Hello. I'm gonna poke your ears until you say hi. There you go. Hello. Hi. How are you? Yeah, there you go. All right. So we got some people that we need to get in here, so let's do that. Ugh.
Excuse me.
Bless ya.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
That was an intro.
I wasn't intending for that to happen.
Hi, Clover Jade. I know you're there. Oh wait, maybe not. Never mind. Her icon wasn't sparkling, so I thought she was in the call. Alright, how you guys doing?
Not too bad. Got some writing done this morning after I got off work, and made some pretty good progress on a rather tense moment.
Lovely.
I would describe it a bit more, but this is my novel, and I don't give spoilers to that one. Actually, I don't give spoilers to any of them. I'm just going to move my computer chair to the side and move my armchair up to the desk here. God, this fucking thing's heavy.
Riolu plays. That's a nice comma. in the middle of the Y and the S. Were you trying for an apostrophe?
Who's deflating a balloon?
Corbin.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, this is one heck of a mystery.
I had a nice intro plan, but once again, you robbed me of that opportunity.
Hey, when you gotta sneeze, you gotta sneeze.
What? What?
Just do your intro whenever I call you.
You didn't hear that?
No. Okay, fine, whatever. I was gonna say something in regards to this, into what I just said, but I guess the moment's passed now. I was, as Jack would say, I waited too long for the opportune moment, and it passed.
That is something Jack would say.
I was gonna say something along the lines of, "It's about time, artist. You've been wandering around robbing intel from people for far too long, and now I'm going to choke the life out of you. I can't wait to watch you die."
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, we're doing this on Wednesday because that's when Corbin's day is off today.
Yeah, this is my only day off this week. I agreed to work overtime yesterday. So as a result, my paycheck will be much bigger.
As for me, this is not my day off, so I don't even know how long I'm going to be here.
Also, my ships came in the mail today, so I'm not today, but they came in the mail finally, so I'm really happy about that. Now I can fly my squadron.
And I was just answering some questions for the artist of another comic I have going right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that other one.
Yeah. I would show it, but it might not be safe for work.
It is not. I can tell you right now, it isn't. Excuse me. That was a gassy belch. Oh yeah, also Dragon Ball. What the?
His eye.
Oh hey,
That would be extreme.
it's a tuber
The tuber of extremes.
who is Mark
Hello.
7.
Hello.
Why is everybody's icon showing up in chat right now?
Because reasons. Anyway, yeah. Also, Dragon Ball Fighters dropped not too long ago, and I have been playing the hell out of that, and it's awesome.
I have seen that. Captain Corbin
Wait, what?
says,
Who's a captain here?
says
I'm not a
Crows.
I'm not a captain.
Commander?
Not even that.
Wow.
I'm just me. I don't go by military titles. I go by what I am.
Taisa!
While Vulcan goes by the rank of corporal.
Prime Vulcan does.
Yeah.
Not so much Earth or Blaziken Vulcan.
Well, technically Blaziken Vulcan would be a rescue team captain, so...
But nobody calls him captain though.
I'll know, because his teammates are also his friends, not just his...
No, that's what I
workers.
mean. Nobody, not even fellow team members, not even fellow rescue teams call him captain. Nobody does. The only one who really takes that moniker seriously is Jake.
Craven Crow says, just a Corbin. Mythical Sky Beast Corbin.
God. Also, something else that I found out, I might have an opportunity to flex my voice acting skills.
Oh, yeah?
Masako X is doing a little mini-series, and he's looking to his Discord server people for voice acting talents.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's worth a look.
He's calling it Dragon Ball R&R, and he says it takes place between the end of the Majin Buu saga and the start of Dragon Ball Super. In those 4 years, there are many adventures that the children of Goku, Raditz, and Vegeta get into. This is about them and the potential character development that may ensue. Goten, Trunks, and Ranch show off their power, their personalities, and their potential in a time where only a major peril to Earth is if they're grounded or not. So basically, it's Dragon Ball but with a slice of life, and it's.
I heard Raditz mentioned in there.
Oh yeah, this is part of it's part of a long-standing series that Moscow started.
What if Raditz turned good?
Exactly, yeah. Dragon Ball R&R will be made up of 10-minute audio dramas with self-contained stories concerning Rance, Trunks, and Goten primarily. Other characters will be showcased as the series progresses as well as being side characters. However, the focus is on the kids due to the popular demand during the What If Raditz Turned Good series of videos that on Moscow X's channel. It's like a 10-part series where if Raditz actually turned good and how the story would have changed. So the voices they're asking for are Ranch, Kid Trunks, Goten, Raditz, Launch, Chi-Chi, Bulma, Vegeta, and no Goku. Weird.
Maybe they've already got someone for him.
Maybe they already have somebody for him. Maybe somebody that could be named Masako.
That's true. Ow. What the hell?
Who's blowing in their mic? Who's got the wind
Tuber, are you
blowing in
standing
their
up
hair?
behind-
Tuber, are you outside?
I don't know. I saw. Was that a feedback loop? I saw everybody's lights light up.
I heard the wild, wild wind.
Because I don't have headphones on right now, so it may have been caused by me initially, but I don't think that I did anything special other than talking when you were talking.
Hello, Viper.
Huh. Already I'm seeing an inconsistency.
What?
Shouldn't Luke be on the left?
No, it's... Oh, this is from the other side of the couch.
Oh. Okay,
From
that makes
behind.
sense. From behind the couch, so that nobody knows what's going on down there. I see. Okay.
I thought I would be the one to make that kind of joke.
Dude, this is my character. Of course I'm going to be making that joke.
So, couch censorship is what you're saying, Corbin?
Pretty much, yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the GIF of the two girls holding hands in anime and the two girls holding hands getting blurred out for hot lesbian action.
Sounds about right. But yeah, going back to this thing, I might try auditioning for Raditz, Trunks, Goten, and Vegeta.
You probably do a pretty good Raditz.
Kind of. I'm thinking I could probably also do a good Trunks or Vegeta. Like he's actually got lines that he wants us to try out.
Well, go for it.
Well, he also has guidelines on how I should do this. Apparently, I need to have WinZip though. He says, zip up all. One of the things is record lines in MP3 WAV format. Label each line your name, character name, line number, take number. Maximum number of 3 takes for each line. Zip all your lines, please. So I need to get some. I need to either WinZip or WinRAR.
You don't
Which
already
I
have
probably-
WinRAR?
I think I might have WinRAR. Yeah.
Well, you should be set.
Mm-hmm. And the deadline is February 25th. So I got lots of time.
As long as you don't get distracted.
Oh, probably not. No, I just need to find a time. I just need to find a good time to do it. I could probably just go to the recording studio one of my other days off.
Well, Corbin, you have a closet, right?
I do not have a closet.
Okay,
My
then.
my bedroom is the living room.
Well, I recorded my lines in a closet, so I feel
Yeah,
like
see,
I'm at
I don't have that luxury,
I think that's
Because
what
I don't-
Jaden Animations does as well.
and so does Matt Pat.
And also, all the more better if there are lots of clothes in the closet. It's unfortunate that you don't have that luxury, though. That does really help, I can guarantee it. I tried it. Anyway, I have to go for a short bit. I will be back in a bit.
Okay. And Sten has bad news for you, Corbin.
Oh no, now what?
EA is not giving up on the microtransactions, apparently. Well, if they just limit it to cosmetic stuff, there's really nothing wrong with it. That wasn't the reason for everybody's hate of it.
Well, I mean, they're still charging you stuff that should be part of the main experience in a $60 game.
Well, see, here's the point where I can tolerate it, is that if they just use it for cosmetic stuff that does not affect the game at all in any way, shape, or form other than appearance, then it's fine. Those are completely optional. You can say no to them.
Oh yeah, but before microtransactions, that stuff would have been in the game by default.
Yeah, well, we don't live in that time anymore, unfortunately.
Well, maybe we should.
That's not up to us, unless you want to become a game designer.
It's totally up to us by not buying microtransactions. And boycotting the hell out of them. It's all in our hands.
Now, if I could become a video game designer, there'd be no microtransactions in mine.
I don't think that'd be up to you, it'd be up to the publisher.
Yep. It would either be microtransactions or paid DLC.
Paid DLC is doable, because that's just expanding the content that's already there, by practically adding another game.
And it's something that works, too. I mean, all other games have been doing it.
As long as you don't pull a Bungie or a 343.
Okay.
I wouldn't know what they did. I haven't followed Bungie since Halo 3.
Cut content from the main game to add later. Even if 343 did it under the guise of free DLC.
Yeah. And on the off chance I did put some microtransactions in my games, I would literally not charge more than $1.
Microtransactions belong in mobile app games, that's it.
Yeah, free-to-play games.
Yeah, games that you don't pay initially that you don't charge initially to play, but if you want the extra content, then
or even more so with subscription-based games, because you're already paying money on that shit every month.
Or every year, depending on your subscription. Or if you wanted to, you could do what the Champions Online does and pay like $300 once, and the game's yours for life.
Dang, yeah. Luke and Vulcan going at it. Kappa Pride.
They just announced their love for each other. Of course, they're gonna get a little bit steamy at the very least.
The door of darkness has opened. Oh my god, yeah, I love that.
Only sheer restraint is stopping them from going all the way.
That and the fact that there's a kid in the next room, they'd probably wake up.
I mean, at least save that kind of stuff until they get into Luke's room.
Oh, they do eventually. Just
Spoilers.
Not now.
So,
it's not really spoiler if you know what's going to happen in the long run.
And it's an arc away.
Mr. Corbin, I have something to tell you in regard to EA.
I incapacitate people with yo-yos.
Now what?
So, as it turns out, it seems that Microsoft may be interested in acquiring some of EA's exclusives.
Okay.
As well as many others. It appears as if the Xbox One X isn't doing as well as people hoped. And,
yeah, didn't it sell like...
surprise! A console that has less performance than its predecessor.
Didn't it only sell...
That wasn't gonna fly?
Didn't it only sell like less than 200 consoles in Japan?
I don't know. I mean, they did sell enough for it to be, like, reasonably millions in dollars.
Like I said, a console that has less processing power than its predecessor was never going to do well.
It doesn't have less processing power than its predecessor, though.
No, not what I've heard.
I mean, there's completely different hardware in it. It's basically an overclocked version of a PS4 Pro, that is.
And I heard Microsoft wanted to get a hold of Valve as well. Oh fuck, don't let them.
I mean,
Valve.
Maybe if they did, Valve would actually make some fucking games. That might be the only
Yeah,
chance.
but they get
Half-Life
ruined by
3
Microsoft's treatment.
That might be the... Well, I mean, has Microsoft really done anything bad since they acquired Minecraft?
Have they done anything good?
Well, to my knowledge, Minecraft is still the same as it's always been.
Then they haven't really done anything. All they did was just capitalize on it.
That's all they needed to do. Just keep supporting it. That's the best thing they could have done.
Ow. That actually hurt a bit.
Ruby, why did you just Japanese ouch?
Because it's fun.
Is that what you said?
You die! It's amazing how many different ways there are to say ouch, though.
Le ow.
I mean,
I don't think there's a Gaelic word for it.
There probably is if you look for it.
Gaelic's a dead language. Where would I even start looking?
So is Latin.
Latin's still widely used.
Not as a main language, though.
No, but you still see it on just about everything. Because everything has a Latin name.
Well, I mean, English has its roots in, like 60% of French. That doesn't mean English is French.
Avery would probably disagree with that if he were here.
Probably, yeah.
English is French?
Well, remember, the French and the English get along about as well as two scorpions in a shoebox.
Ha! Yu-Gi-Oh! That goes along really well with what people are saying in the chat. There was a chapter in the Yu-Gi-Oh manga in which the person played a game of darkness by putting a scorpion in a shoe, and they had to grab money out of the shoe without getting stung by the scorpion.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the manga version.
Yeah.
That show has some messed up moments, but gotta admit, it's intriguing just to see all the crazy shit that happens.
Just goes to show that Yugi is not exactly... Well, I should say Atem, more specifically, is not exactly the hero that you're all expecting him to be.
I mean...
No, in fact, he might be a little bit crazy.
I would go along the lines and say that Atem is an anti-hero.
I would say that too, but a lot of those people also did deserve it, though I don't think that guy deserved to be burned alive. That's kind of excessive.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, that was a guy who literally was holding Anzu hostage and an entire bird shop hostage, and was threatening to kill Yugi with a gun pointed directly at him.
I mean, a life for a life is not the proper way, Ruby.
Tell that to Dark Yugi in the early stages of the manga.
I recall in the anime version, the guy didn't actually catch fire, he just thought he was on fire.
That is correct. They severely reduced the impact of which the Dark games had.
Not really. Not in all cases. In some cases, it was actually more severe. For example, the first Game of Darkness that was played in the manga had the penalty game of tricking the guy into thinking, the bad guy into thinking the garbage was money, and so he was, like, lost in that illusion. Whereas in the anime, the guy thought, was under the illusion instead that he was being devoured by a giant worm and had to be hospitalized. So the penalty game is even more severe in that case.
That is one of the ones where it is more severe, yes. I like the leaves money thing, though. That was a pretty creative way. And he would look crazy doing it, too. So, yeah.
Jeez, freaking Atem, man. It's just... Wow.
Just don't mess with darkness, man. Kingdom Hearts taught you that.
I think he was so, he had that evil influence on him, either because that's the way, that's just the influence of the Millennium. items on whoever is the wielder and whoever plays Games of Darkness, or he had been inside the Millennium Puzzle for so long, which had the influence of Zork inside of it, that it corrupted him slightly.
Though he does seem to work his way out of it, because he does show genuine concern, especially where Anzu's concerned.
Yeah. By the end of Duelist Kingdom, when Pegasus tells him that the Millennium Puzzle has an evil will, he stops doing penalty games altogether, because he'd proved Pegasus right.
Hmm.
I don't think I saw that far into it.
That wasn't in the anime, though. In the anime, he just inexplicably stopped doing penalty games, but in the manga, Pegasus and Yugi have a conversation about how the Millennium items are evil, and that makes him stop using penalty games. He goes from Dark Yugi goes from anti-hero in the manga to straight-up hero by the end. And I like that development. And Kaiba goes from fucking villain to anti-hero.
So he basically pulled a Vegeta.
Isn't Kaiba an anti-hero anyway?
No, he started out as a dick.
He started out as a real villain who gave Yugi's grandpa a heart attack from his virtual projections and tried to kill Yugi and his friends in his death tea.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was more referring to the other anime, because he does seem as more of an anti-hero there.
Yeah, well, even at the beginning there, he was still a villain who gave Yugi's grandpa a heart attack.
Yeah. Throughout the rest of the series, he mostly just kicks the crap out of anyone who deserves it. But otherwise, he's only in it for himself.
And Mokuba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the only thing he cares about is, other than himself, is Mokuba.
Well, he does have the underlying motivation of bringing happiness to kids all over the world.
Even if his means to do so aren't exactly liked.
His methods are questionable, but the end result usually is favorable.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mokuba's development in the manga was freaking awesome, and in Season 0 to the anime if you want to connect those two. Mokuba started out as the delinquent young child who's just a little demon, basically, who formed gangs of little kids with knives and guns, who was like an expert at capsule monsters and challenges Yugi to avenge his brother, and by the end Mokuba had become kind-hearted and understanding and basically the light of Kaiba.
Though I did notice one thing is rather consistent with the Season 0 villains. A lot of them have the exact same creepy smile that honestly is just really hard to look at. Mokuba was among those.
By the way, everybody, just going along with this conversation, I really do recommend you all give a read to the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh mangas, which are continuing from each other. And the first Yu-Gi-Oh manga, is basically the one you're all familiar with, where before Duel Monsters when it was introduced, where that feature a bunch of different types of games and everything. And then continuing on from that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, which is basically the bulk of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. A lot of it is the same, but there's a lot of stuff that was changed or cut from the anime that really enriched the story. And then there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World, I think, or Millennium something, which is basically the last season of the anime, although it's a lot different than how it was told on the anime. All the same characters are still there, it's just told very differently.
Interesting. Craving grows to destroy every heckin' dragon. Looking at this conversation, he feels the same way about dragons in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series as I do about Junkrats on Overwatch.
Oh, freaking Junkrat.
Yeah, every time I find somebody playing as him, and I just pick up Soldier 76 and I start saying, every Junkrat must die. And I start gunning them down.
Yeah, I hear ya.
That's fuck that guy who can do a grenade jump without taking any damage. Even the demo man from TF2 took some damage from that.
I thought it was the soldier had the rocket jump.
Soldier had the rocket jump, but Demo Man could do the same with his sticky bombs.
But he suffered damage from that.
Both of them did.
So it was like, oh, I'm gonna get myself some extra distance, but do I want to risk getting hurt?
Yep. So it was a strategic decision. Meanwhile, Junkrat, there's no risk. He can just bounce all over the place willy-nilly.
I'm surprised it hasn't gotten nerfed yet.
What'd you say, Tuber?
Maybe he has a shield that we can't see?
Yeah, right.
I don't know a damn thing about Overwatch. Also,
Junkrat's a crazy guy who's missing half of his body because he's always blowing himself up.
I'm going to give you your daily church message for today. When hate is loud, love cannot be silent.
What?
I don't know. That's just the message of the day.
Is that like an app on your phone or something?
Nope. It's literally a sign on a church.
Okay.
Like one of those things that announce the potlucks and all sorts of things.
I know this.
Do they list the winning lottery numbers on there too?
I don't think they do. I hope they don't.
Have you ever seen them list "I kissed a girl and I went to hell"?
Nope. I think they're better than that in regards to church.
Yeah, I could give history lessons that would debate that. But hey, that's just me.
Well, I mean, all churches are different, good suck.
Churches are different, but religions are not. That's just my take on the matter.
I have enough experience to say that you are correct. All religions are variations of one original religion.
Well, that's not entirely true.
I'm surprised there aren't more modern religions that worship the sun.
Praise the sun. We call them Dark Soulsians.
Wow.
Please retract the claws before you walk on me.
Hello, 5-star jellyfish. I used to have a dual disc Riolu plays. I had both the regular Battle City dual disc and the dark dual disc from the Orichalcos.
I used to have the dual disc as well. That was fun.
Were we such stupid kids that didn't realized collection value.
Yeah, I think I still have my Dark Duel disc, but I don't have my old one.
Yeah, mine got lost. Yeah.
Those things are worth $150 now.
Neighbors downstairs slamming doors, making me think there's an earthquake.
Mine just threw something against her door, and it startled the hell out of me.
They didn't throw their cat against the door, did they?
I certainly hope
I
not.
hope not. Jesus, that's just brutal.
But yeah, we have an adjoining door between our rooms that are of course always kept locked, but something just fell against it, and yeah, it scared the bejesus out of me.
Wait, you got a new roommate?
No, it's my neighbor.
I was like, "What? You did?"
I have no plans to get another roommate anytime soon. So far, I'm enjoying my
Don't
solitude.
Don't tell me it was that bad.
No, you may have been the most untidy person I have ever met in my life, but you kept up with your side of everything. So, yeah, as roommates went, I definitely could have done worse.
That's. I guess I'll take the compliment.
Well, I'm not beating around the bush. You were not a clean person. But at least you never tried to weasel out of any of your half of the expenses.
Oh, of course not.
Meanwhile, that is the most prevalent problem I've seen a lot of people with roommates deal with.
Oh no, I never do that.
Which I am thankful. Oh, there's Avery. Or Jakeshi.
Yikish! You got a new roommate and it's not me? Sorry, that was terrible.
It's not even close to his voice.
I can only do Bakura. Like, whenever I try to sound British, I just sound like Bakura. English Bakura.
Yeah, but he sounds like a total wuss.
Check his post, Yugi!
I don't recall ever hearing him say that.
Good. I know, whenever I try to do British, I do Australian.
No, Jakeshi, not you! I was talking about a character from an anime who is the one who sounds like a total wuss.
Live and learn! Stereotypical "you what, mate" accent. Hand-holding critter face? That's just depraved.
Wait, what? Oh.
That sounds like an American doing a British accent.
I can't see, so I'll have to look at that later.
Wow. That's funny to have someone who's native to British land be called that. I did think you were, like, Scottish at first. I fully endorse this. I fully endorse you endorsing this. Thank you very much. It wasn't funny to me. I had to live with it.
Nephthys, get off the counter.
Neffy's being cute, and I like that. I miss Neffy.
Get off the counter.
Really
Don't
not
make
sure
it.
where my accent comes from. I have some kind of amalgamation of Southern and what would you call Central American accent. I'm not sure where my Central American accent comes from. I do live in the South.
And shit's falling over. Sorry.
Thumpra. Central South Mexico. Oh no. When I say central, I'm like meaning like Central Standard Time Zone sort of thing. So like just the middle of America sort of thing. United States of America. I suppose I live in one of the more, one of the less southern areas of my state, so there are a lot more non-southern minded or mouthed people, so that might be where I get it. My mother is definitely doesn't have a southern accent. My father kind of has one, but not really. Both my grandparents do, though, which is weird. So I don't know where my mother and father got their accents. Maybe the southern accent's just dying out in some places.
Mr. Ruby.
Yes.
I have taken saying the words y'all a lot more lately. I think I might be becoming southern.
I say that sometimes too. I say reckon
And Avery's
a lot.
trolling.
I see
Avery's
y'all
what?
too.
Avery is trolling.
The one we know is Avery British?
Yeah, Jakeshi in the chat there.
South Africa is part of the Central Standard Time Zone. I said Central Standard. That must be unique, right? How many Centrals are there? It can't be central if there are multiple of them. That's a contradiction. A contradiction. How much butter do you use in your cooking, Tuber? Asks Stent.
I don't use too much butter, and the reason why he's asking that is because of Paula Dean, where you just gotta add a little bit of butter, y'all.
And then a little bit of black hating as well.
And just a hint of pepper. However, I do these noodles with Parmesan sauce I use. The recipe calls for butter as well as Alfredo noodles. They also call for butter. So those are the two meals that are the most butter-heavy thing in this house. Also, you can make cakes with mayonnaise. And it'll still taste just as good.
With mayonnaise?
Yes. It is a strange thing to think about at first, but once you realize what mayonnaise is, it's basically able to replace eggs in most recipes.
That's because some mayonnaise is made from eggs.
Pretty much. Even if it's not made from eggs, the quote-unquote soybean oil part of it will replicate, as well as a few other things will replicate the egg. Now, I'm not sure about Japanese mayo. I don't think Japanese mayo can be used the same way as American mayo can.
My soul is made of mayonnaise.
That's a quote that needs to go somewhere.
And there's Silver League. Cool.
Shiruba League. Hello. Shiruba. Sorry.
Shiruba.
Yeah, what? Oh.
Now all we need to complete the ritual is Goat Jesus.
You say Goat Jesus?
Yeah?
Goat Jesus.
What is Goat Jesus? Oh, never mind. Don't answer that. I know what Goat Jesus is. Never mind. I just wasn't thinking about it in the way that I should have been thinking about it.
He's been on the streams before. Apparently he was really interested in Corbin and Vulcan's story. So I gave him the chapter which Hearts United is from.
Awesome.
So, I've decided to ask you this, Ruby. And I don't know if you're going to do it, but alright, here goes. So, in the course of events, I have decided that I would like to give 2 tickets to Stent.
Oh. Interesting.
Tickets to what?
To be on the stream.
Oh.
Okay. Theoretically, you can give infinite tickets as long as you're still as long as you're still, like, a patron on Patreon. Theoretically.
Well, I never stopped, so except for those two times those 2 months.
Well, I guess for all the times that you're not on stream, you can theoretically give those to Stent. For every time you're not on, for every time you haven't been on stream, those could theoretically go to Stent in your place.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure.
I mean, I didn't ask him for approval on this either, so he may not even want it. So I'm just like, I'm being an assumptive asshole with this.
I think the term you're looking for is presumptuous.
Yeah, that too, but also assuming as well. He may not even want it.
That's what presumptuous means.
That says that seems very abusive, Tuber.
That what? Bunny say what? Ooh, it's already 12. That's good. That means they only have 7 more hours of work.
Someone's not salty.
Well, I mean, it depends on what happens at the end of the night, you know?
Giving me PTSD to school.
Why won't these headphones stop creaking every time I turn my head?
Because
they're old and they're rickety.
They have a need of lubrication, that's why.
Just because plastic needs lubricant.
Always! Just put some WD-40 there if you have that up there. I don't know.
XtremetuberVII.
Excuse me. Oof.
There we go. Push to talk. What the hell? So, do you have a severe fine for littering in your areas, Corbin and Vulcan?
Not really.
I wouldn't say it's severe.
Well, what is it, though?
I don't know. I never see anyone getting arrested for it.
I don't think you can get arrested for littering here.
Well, I've never seen anyone get fined for it then.
And to be honest, neither have I. But see, the thing is, it's a $500 fine when you're caught littering in this area that I am at right now.
The fuck?
I see a $1,000 littering sign in my area.
Ooh, I've seen. I think I may see a few. It's scattered, that anywhere from $500 to $1,000 just for throwing a piece of trash on the ground, which is actually a very good deterrent. If you're caught anyway. Anyway, I will be right back again, as per usual.
Most of the time, a litter found around here is just something that blew out of the waste baskets because of the high wind.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I can vouch for that.
I do like Pi Tsukome.
Creative Ace, do you guys upload chapters often? I haven't checked recently, I need to get back to it. I just finished posting the 3rd arc a short while ago, but I haven't started editing the 4th yet. Plus, we're probably going to do some rewrites on that.
Yeah.
So it might take some time. Not the part that the survival comic is based off of, though. That will remain the same, but everything else before and after it might need some tweaking. I'm just watching a few cutscenes from Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and
Yeah.
I'm really not impressed with how subpar the animation is compared to Xenoverse.
Really?
Honestly, it looks like they cut their budget in half with the animation. I mean, the characters look fine, but just the way each of them move, it's almost like... I don't know, it just doesn't look
Well,
right.
yeah, it's 30 FPS, yes, but when the game actually plays, it's 60.
Still seems like a cheap out.
By the way, have any of you guys seen the new stuff for Soul Calibur 6?
There's a 6?
Yeah.
Why is there 6?
After the disasters the last two games are, I don't have high hopes.
Well, I mean, it's going back in time, 6 is. So that
How
all the
far
old
back?
characters can reappear. I think it's going, story-wise, it's going back around the time where Keelik got possessed by Soul Edge.
Didn't that happen in the first one?
I don't know.
And again, I never played the first one. I was introduced to the series with Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube. And I only got the... But that one only got my attention because Link was a special appearance in it.
Same here.
And on the PlayStation, they had Heihachi from Tekken, and on the Xbox, they had Spawn.
I remember, yeah. And then 4 is when they started introducing Jedi and Sith characters.
Which, that's where the series started taking a downturn, because they seemed to focus mostly on them, and the character customization became garbage. And it did not improve with 5.
Really?
Character customization is
Yeah, 5 was pretty bad.
I've had some great custom characterization, or whatever, custom creation, character creation.
For the appearances, yes, but not the fighting styles. Because the fighting styles are just imitations of all the characters. So, it just really didn't work. If you tried to put one style on one character, yeah, it was meant for... How to describe that better than not make it sound like a complete idiot? I'm not thinking clearly today.
I do hope that you're talking about Soul Calibur.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
My favorite fighting style has always been anything based around pole arms, but there's only one character in the Soul Calibur series who used them, and that was Sung Mina.
Sung Mina is amazing.
Pole arms?
So when halberds, spears, stuff like that.
Giant pointy fucking sticks that you hit people with.
You can, one of, like, Shiba's weapons in Soul Calibur 5, you can have him have a spear at the end of his staff.
Yeah, but his movements are too goofy. So when I made a human rendition of Vulcan using that, it just looked ridiculous. And even more so in 4 when it was still Sung Mina. So he was moving around like a crazy girl. Just doesn't feel like designing your own character if they're just using a pre-made fighting style. That just already belongs to another character.
I mean, that's something Xenoverse did, right? Each character has their own unique fighting style, unique only to that character.
That's also why I like Soul Calibur 3, because in that one they had those warrior jobs that could unlock different fighting styles. So, the sky was the limit with that one. I don't know why they downgraded the customization after 3. I mean, 3's where they introduced it, and it was fantastic.
So,
I guess they only improved the cosmetic aspect?
Are you saying that you're worried about how 6 will handle character customization?
Yes. Considering that 4 was garbage, 5 was... just bad. So, if they haven't improved it over 2 other titles, I'm not expecting much with a 3rd title, since the concept was introduced.
Maybe there could be a bucket drop thing. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity that maybe they actually will give a shit this time. I mean, I'll be the one to help you out with that first and foremost, because I will be playing Soul Calibur 6, and I will be the first one to share Phoenix Rage.
Oh, I see what he did there.
Yep. I'll BRB again.
So far, all confirmed characters are beloved classics in Xianghua, Keelik, Sophitia, Mitsurugi, Nightmare, and a new character called Grow, who uses like a staff sword, not double-edged sword, but like double-tipped weapon sword thing.
Oh, sword staff.
Yeah, sword staff that can split in half.
Those are awesome weapons. I actually designed a character that did use those way back in the day. But they are that's a tricky weapon to master, and just as dangerous to its wielder as it is to their opponents. That was one wrong turn, and you're gonna slice yourself to ribbons. Server League networks. There's only so much you can do with character customization because it's ultimately mix and match. That may have been the case way back when, but after playing Soul Calibur 3 and Champions Online, which had a lot of options, it felt way easier to personalize it. I mean, on Champions Online, I was able to make a character that was practically a perfect clone of Vulcan. And I was using him in a goddamn game. It was amazing. I'm gonna end up going off on a tangent about that if I keep going.
I never knew that about that Soul Calibur 3 was such an improvement, so it never bothered me with well, not improvement so much that Soul Calibur 5 was a downgrade from that perspective, so I never thought about that.
I am a very harsh critic when it comes to customization. Variety is the spice of life, so I expect a lot of variety when it comes to customization.
I want to ask you if you have seen the character customizer for Black Desert Online.
I have never played Black Desert, and I haven't really looked at it either. I'm not fond of MMOs.
Yeah, but the character customizer was a thing that they had as a standalone until they released it as an MMO. And it was fun to play around with.
Are there multiple races?
Yes.
Give me some examples.
I don't think there were any animal races. No, wait, there is. There were animal races. I forgot. Meow, kitties. Meow. Don't you just hate it when your seatbelt gets caught in the door and you have to open the door again to get your seatbelt out?
Happens to me all the time.
Man, I'm just overloading this guy with crits.
I hope we'll at least still be able to access some of the original character styles in Soul Calibur 6, like Patroclus and Zwei and Viola. If they're not going to be in the game, I mean, they haven't been born yet, so... Patroclus was definitely my favorite style in Soul Calibur 5, mostly because he was the closest thing to Link with the sword and shield, in that he had a sword and a gauntlet, or whatever it's called, the mini shield.
Buckler?
Yeah, buckler.
I think I'm more of a stabby stab, fast stabby stab, one sword guy.
So you probably prefer rapiers then?
I will juggle the fuck out of you with Raphael. Especially that cool move where he stabs, turns, and then throws you off the edge. Like he's doing a little dance with you to your death.
Well, that's essentially exactly what he's doing.
I did take fencing lessons in real life when I was about 14, though, so I think that it is as amazing as it looks.
Yeah, I did fencing too at one point.
I haven't had any formal training myself, but the spear is one of the oldest weapons to ever have been invented, and even to the use of bayonets today, it's still around. So it's pretty much immortalized.
Oh god. 5-star jellyfish, why?
What's he saying now?
Don't you just hate when you gotta take a shit, but afterwards you go... for crying out loud, man! TMI!
That's just not cool, man.
Stent, are you blind?
He's a blind bunny.
Stent, I have an excuse. You don't fight, no. Also, Corbin, you're a mod too!
Yeah, I know.
What?
Moderator.
Oh.
Hey, Stent, you wanna do something about that message there?
I can if you want.
Somebody.
Yeah, I think I think, yeah, there you go.
Sorry, 5-star, but we don't want to see shit like that. And yes, pun was intended. That was bad. What is wrong with my brain today?
Not enough birdseed.
You know, this would be the moment where Vulcan would be screaming, how many times I gotta say it? I'm bird of prey!
but
Oh god, I've started Corbin up again!
I bet you would eat it if you were desperate, though.
Well, someone's hungry enough, they'll eat just about anything.
That just got taken out of context.
Only if you... no.
Yeah, better
Only
stop.
if you overthink it.
Better stop yourself while you're still ahead.
And nose boop.
No, Thomas, you can... Thanks for asking, but no thanks.
So, where would I find this image of so-called human Vulcan as a character?
He
Human
wouldn't.
Vulcan?
He was only in the Soul Calibur games.
And you never took
yeah.
any pictures of that?
Why would I?
I don't know. For future posterity.
Basically, he just looks like Mark, only older
And more experienced.
and much more musculature.
Stent, how did you not see what 5-star Jellyfish posted there? Like, I really don't want that stuff in my chat.
Can even remember the exact dialogue Vulcan says at the scene.
Careful what you wish for, love.
For both our sakes.
Well, for future reference, Stent, you have clearance to delete stuff like that on your own. I grant you the authority.
Well, doesn't he have the authority anyway? I mean, he's a moderator.
Exactly! That's why I'm like, why, Stent?
That winky.
In general, those that are moderators have a little bit of discretion for things, but there is one thing that should be universally agreed upon, and that is what 5-Star Jellyfish posted at that time is something that everybody should delete. Things like that. Now, I must depart.
I don't even know what you're doing every time you depart.
Delivering a pizza.
Or other things.
I
Delivering
didn't
a
know
pizza.
Panera delivers pizza.
They don't. They deliver flatbreads that are like pizza, but they do not deliver pizza.
You're delivering flatbreads.
No, I'm delivering every single menu item at all.
Close enough.
Wow. Throat's acting weird.
Briefing Curls. Watching in complete silence, the best way to experience a stream. If we just ran out of things to talk about.
I suppose. I mean, that might change because I'm playing Subnautica, so
I have a thing to talk about.
you might hear me freaking out when I see a Reaper Leviathan.
He's back.
So the delivery instruction said to ask for Amanda, and 90s kids will get this as to why I had to severely resist the urge to say Amanda, please.
I get it. I love
I'm
that
a 90s
show.
kid, and that did a complete flyby over me.
I loved that show. That was so great.
It's the Amanda Bynes show, Vulcan. She was a comedy variety. She did skits, sketches, things like that.
Oh, no wonder I haven't heard of her. I avoided comedy shows like the plague.
Yeah, because your taste in comedy is so limited.
That show was like, that show is what kickstarted Josh Peck and Drake Bell's careers, isn't it? As
I
well
like
as a bunch of,
cartoon humor
Correct.
because I still like watching cartoons, but yeah,
I mean,
live action comedy just never did it for me.
Dan Schneider's shows are basically live action cartoons.
If it's any indication, most of my favorite cartoons came from Disney,
Giznep?
including this one about a certain purple-clad duck.
Darkwing Duck!
That's the one. To this day, I still crack up every time I see an episode. He's just full of so much personality.
Extreme, do you remember what that one, like, I don't know, Dawson's Creek or whatever parody on the Amanda Show?
I can vaguely remember it.
The one that was just like super over dramatic and hammy.
I mean, that was most of the usual stuff, though. Especially the dancing lobsters.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
You know,
It's a
I
whole
realize
Breadwinners.
now that she sounds like that because Judge Judy is from New York and has a New York accent.
Yeah, that was like a parody of Judge Judy.
Yeah. But I didn't know Judge Judy at the time. And, you know, the thing is, when she did that show, Judge Judy was only just starting to do the show on television. I think she started in, like, 1994 with Judge Judy. So that's only, like, 5 years. Or, actually, no. I don't even know when the Amanda Show started. Look, I just know it was 90s. That's long. Now, let's see here. What else? What other fun things do we have that are gone now and that we miss forever and ever?
Of course, you can't forget Drake and Josh.
I actually never saw Drake and Josh.
I had the displeasure of seeing the first episode.
Nice.
Was the pilot really that bad?
Dang it.
Remember what Corbin just mentioned is that I absolutely hated live-action comedy shows.
You have a very, very narrow taste in comedy.
It's
So what about
hysterical!
Who Framed Roger Rabbit, though? Okay.
Actually, I never saw that.
Huh.
Habitat there.
Well, it's a little bit interesting in the sense that it's not quite what you think it's going to be. It's a PG movie that does not have PG standards.
That's what most stuff was like back in the 90s. That's why it was the best time for cartoons. Because you had masterpieces like Gargoyles out there.
See, the thing is, though, Who Framed Roger Rabbit is from the 80s, which is even better.
Oh, fancy that.
Can't fiber mesh. I need to make a wiring kit. Silver. Where do I find silver? I don't know where to find half
the
this stuff.
Nostalgia Critics review. That was the only time you'd see Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse in the same scene.
Or Daffy Duck and Donald Duck in the same scene.
Oh God, I'm
And it
amazed
will
those two
never
didn't
happen
kill each
again.
other.
Ever. I'm just so sad. It'll never happen again, ever.
Yeah, and things
Probably
like
not.
the Zelda CDI games and the Zelda cartoon and the Mario Brother movies sort of scarred Nintendo into never lending their IPs out ever again.
If I had cringed any harder, Ruby, I would have imploded.
Hey. Okay.
But
I actually like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
to each his own.
Yes. But there's a reason for it, and that's because looking at it as in comparison to the gameplay of Mario doesn't really work. But if you think about the way they had to, like, they go with the whole alternate reality thing, but also the same planet thing, then that means that they are able to be a little bit more flexible. And regular Mario isn't as flexible as that. You're basically locked in, at least until Super Mario Odyssey came around, you're basically locked into the Mushroom Kingdom indefinitely, and there's nothing really common about the Mushroom Kingdom that we can relate back to ourselves. But perhaps that was part of the point, in the sense that it was supposed to feel a little bit alien to us, that also familiar in the form of a plumber that goes down pipes because he's a plumber
Well,
or something.
the first time I saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie, I had missed the intro, so I didn't actually know what it was about. So, until I actually heard them say their names, I didn't realize it was actually supposed to be a Super Mario Bros. Movie. That's about how well it follows the original work.
It works better as a Mario parody movie than an actual Mario adaptation.
That I can agree with.
It's like the Super Mario Brothers movie is like one of those like YouTube like short films, like what if X was in real life or was realistic.
I just need to get some tablecloth sample and I can make myself a computer chip.
There's a live-action Pokemon movie, Jake Heshi.
Wouldn't that be that Detective Pikachu thing coming out? Or was that a game?
So
Well, Detective
it's
Pikachu
not
was a
an
game
actual
first.
Pokemon movie. It's just a gimmick movie.
Shoot me.
I really need to know if they truly have Danny DeVito as Pikachu, or if that is one of those silly internet things. I need to know who Detective Pikachu really is.
I think it's Ryan Gosling.
That's slightly better. I would
Or
accept
somebody
that.
named Ryan.
Right.
Or was it Ryan Reynolds? I don't know.
It was Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool is Pikachuing.
Okay. I only know of
so-
Ryan. Wait, isn't he the guy who plays Nathan Drake?
It's not
No,
Nolan North.
that's North.
Oh, Nolan North.
That's Nolan.
I only think of Ryan Reynolds because Nolan North voiced. Wait, no, that was. Well, Nolan North voiced a Marine in Halo 3, and there's a sergeant in that game named Reynolds, so I just sort of connected dots that didn't actually connect.
North did voice Deadpool on his own game.
Oh, okay.
Reynolds does the live-action Deadpool.
I said
Make
Ryan
that-
Gosling.
Since things are slowing down, I'm not going to be able to talk to you all as much, so you may get a true AFK for me for a long time.
Wait, if things are slowing down, then wouldn't that mean you get to talk more?
No, because they keep us busy in the cafe. And on the parking lot. Probably cleaning up trash, because people are just... If any time somebody threw down a piece of trash or a cigarette butt and instantly $1,000 was deducted from their bank account, people wouldn't be littering. I guarantee you that.
That'd be only if like real life was like that one time movie where time is currency. with Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, yeah, that was an interesting movie. Anyway, I will be back later. BBL BB8.
You can now make an advanced wiring kit. Oh, I have a message. What do I need to make? Habitat, wiring kit, computer chip, and battery. The wiring kit, I need one more silver ore. Now the question is, where do I find silver? Guess I have to risk going closer to the Aurora. What's this? What are you? I just got blueprints for a bioreactor. Ow!
Okay, that's page 19.
Awesome.
Hello, Extreme Lucario. Hello, Kaylin. Kaylin, so could someone summarize the premise of the comic?
Well, if you just mean this one specifically, it covers a segment of the 5th chapter of Arc 3, where Luke and Vulcan confess to each other. But they do it in the midst of an approaching mission that might be, well, life-threatening, to say the least. So, at the start of the comic, that's why Vulcan went out training, because he's not sure he's strong enough. Luke, of course, is just as concerned.
Yep.
I have all the pages so far on my DeviantArt if you're interested.
Yeah, probably easier than just my half-assed explanation. I can't seem to say anything coherently today.
I don't think I've been to this light pod yet. Oh, this one had it bad. Ooh. Free left. Oh, that's a sand shark. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't like you, sand sharks. Salt deposit while I'm here. Let's see here. Slide fins. Oh, I need lithium. Thin silicon rubber titanium. Where do I get lithium? Oh, I found a wreck. One of our salvage. Don't really need any more salvage. What's here? I can make a battery charger now. Oh crap, it's dark out.
Belle? Did you wake up from your nap, Belle?
Aww.
Hey there, sleepy girl.
Let the sun rise, please. I don't want to go back down there in darkness.
Taco is here. Extreme Lucario, he's on my foot rest. Hello, Yoro. Soy un putazo, me encanta el putazo.
Now build a scanner room. What's under here? Oh, what's in here? Salvage. What are you? Ow! Ow, 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 no. Okay, fine, Jesus. Oh, hi, sea shark or sand shark. Sea moth fragment. Right, getting out. I'm outie.
Good luck, see you in the sky. Kills himself.
What?
That's quite the exit.
Wait, what?
Someone in the chat being silly.
When are they ever not?
Okay, what time is he coming out? Okay. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. No problem. So you're gonna pick them up now? So yeah, okay.
Titanium
no
ingot.
And I'll just
I can make this. I can make a sea moth.
Well, thanks for letting me know. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
I should have some ingots back in the thing.
Plus, it's what
Okay. Shadow him. He should be fine, shouldn't he?
Well, he did the other day. I'll just let you
I have a titanium ingot. Why? So is that bad or good or what?
What? Oh, it's tough to grant.
We have one glass. Should have some quartz though I can make into glass. I do. Oh, never mind, I have some glass in here. What else do I need? Power cell. I thought I had a lubricant. I had a power cell. Some seed clusters. Power cell. 2 batteries of silicone rubber. I have some silicone rubber. And I need a lubricant, which I do not have any of. So I need to get, how do I make silicone rubber? Or how do I make lubricant? Find seed clusters.
Hello, Taco.
Taco saying hi.
The handsome boy has come to visit. Hello. He's wiggling his way into where he should not be. Now I can't do anything. Taco. Jikeshi. Jikeshi is not handsome, he is pretty. Taco, get off my keyboard. Get off my keyboard, you keep turning on the webcam. I can't show Taco on a cat cam right now because he is not... He's way too close to me for that. And I can't reach the webcam like this. Oh my god. You
Now what?
really want onto my lap, don't you? Okay, you found a better spot this time, though. Take a gander at where Taco has placed himself.
Oh, oh, it's so beautiful. It's such a cute kitty.
And he's on the move again.
Okay, I should have everything I need now to make a Seamoth. Yes! Oh, it feels good to have this submarine.
Blim blam. Did Luke die? No, Vulcan's just picking him up.
Yeah, he's just being romantic. Because Vulcan's a hopeless romantic.
I thought that was Luke.
Well, okay, yeah, they both are. Alright. Where should I go now? Oh, I can probably go to, I can probably go to that signal. Oh, ow.
Hello again, Pietro. Hello again, 5-star jellyfish. Or should I say
Yes.
5-star silent fish? Did Luke die? I want to know. Blim blam.
No, he didn't die. Where's the... Oh, there it is.
It's finally time for me to return.
Hello.
I finished touching a bunch of raw meat.
Ew.
Well, not raw. It was smoked, but bloody.
Neat.
I had gloves on, of course, because, it's food preparation. You can't prepare food without gloves in the restaurant.
It's all the way down there, huh? Okay, I'm gonna make a break for this. What happened to you? Nothing's gonna happen to you. Ow, Jesus!
Did somebody die?
Why does everyone keep asking that?
Someone hurt themselves just now.
Oh, that was me. I got shot at by something.
Sometimes it's hard to tell whether you or Vulcan are talking. You guys have similar voices.
How do
I
he
do
and I
not.
sound similar?
You totally do.
No, we don't.
No.
I didn't know.
No.
My voice is deeper than his. I can tell that just by listening to the playback.
I mean,
As can I, Mr. Ruby. You
You
are
two-
not hearing me.
you guys could probably do good voice impressions of each other. Like, for example, I didn't know who hurt themselves just now, and I didn't know who sneezed at the beginning of the call.
That
That
was
was
me.
It sounded like Vulcan who hurt himself there, but it was Corbin.
My microphone was muted, so you wouldn't have heard me if I had.
I certainly know that I sound like none of you, so it's easy for you to tell who's speaking when it's me.
A lot of
Okay.
the time people mistake you for me, though.
I don't see how, though, but I have had that happen before.
I've been mistaken for my brother on more than one occasion.
There's the people.
Nephthys, you fucking idiot!
What did she do?
Hey, oh, guys, Ruby a Blue
Knocked
here.
over something. I haven't been able to attach the headboard to my new bed because I don't have a socket that fits the bolts. And she just
Vulcan,
knocked the
are you-
freaking headboard over again.
Are you getting upset at Nephthys for being a cat?
I've told her repeatedly to leave that damn thing alone.
And is that all you've done?
Yes?
I found lithium!
What do you expect me to do? Spank her? She's
No,
a cat.
spray her with something. Or make a loud noise. Like a clap.
If I make a loud noise, I'll disturb my neighbors.
Not if you do it right.
And creative ace. Luke's getting bridal style. Someone finally got it.
Ultra capacity tank. Lithium times 4. Oh my god.
As long as your neighbors don't have dogs, then you should be able to use a dog whistle, too.
I
Aerogel.
think one of my neighbors does. But the other neighbor who's in the studio next to me has 2 cats.
It wouldn't be isolatable then. So it wouldn't work. Something else would have to be done.
Oh, right. Falcon's yawning here.
I wish I could see this, but I will see it later.
Oh dear. Captain did not make that. Something else here I can make. Oh yes, aerogel.
Corbin, how come it sounds like you're playing Starband or something similar?
Because I'm playing Subnautica.
So, have you ever played Terraria?
I tried it.
Have you ever played Space Subnautica?
Which is what?
No Man's Sky.
I played No Man's Sky, yes.
Have you played it recently?
No. Some gold. Silver ore. Need that. Rubies! Hey, Ruby, I found a ruby.
Are they blue?
No, they're red.
Close enough.
Quartz. Okay, it's close enough. Oh, shit! Shit, get in. Yeah, no, I'm not risking that again. Oh, I can access upgrades. Alright. What are you? What are you?
It's okay, 5-star jellyfish. Just start calling Stent Unagi.
You're a wreck.
That's not nice, Corbin.
No. I found another wreck of the Aurora. I'm gonna go investigate.
Ruby, you can't call Stent Unagi. You'd be calling him Eel. You have to call him Usagi.
That's the joke!
I won't let you have it, Ruby. You can't. Be nice to the bunny. Don't make him an eel.
If you say so, lobster was Stent's reply.
Lobster?
Don't you know it's fun to be at the YMCA? And that's where I'm delivering to.
Nice.
While also apparently hitting a pothole.
Your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind. That is quite the conspiracy theory, 5-star jellyfish.
Be right back.
I don't think they thought about this in hindsight. Pun is intended, because if you read Welcome to the Y, the way that they've put it, it basically at first glance looks like they're saying welcome to the day. With an odd space in between the E and the Y.
And back.
Hello.
So Yamcha's still in Fighter Z, eh?
Oh yeah.
It's good he's not getting left in the dust anymore.
There's still more characters being added to the roster too with DLC. Yeah? Dinner's ready? Or lunch's ready? Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow, Yamcha spends most of these scenes with his feet in his mouth.
Question. Why is it that even though the United States Postal Service, is a government thing, why is it that we don't ever tip the people that deliver our mail? Why is it that we can't give them a tip?
Because they actually get paid enough?
Well, maybe. I mean, would you consider $13 an hour to be paid enough?
Depends on what state you live in, but probably not.
That's what their pay is here.
It's probably made up by other things, if that's the case.
I mean, if they're full-time, they get benefits, so I guess there's that.
Hey there, Christopher.
Okay, that was interesting. The exact sound of my brakes descending in pitch sounded exactly like the fire truck that was blaring its sirens. So it lined up exactly perfectly with the sirens, and I didn't even know that it was a siren until I saw the lights. Interesting.
You people get over the whole banging thing. This is not an NSFW comic.
They're just being naughty, Vulcan. They're just being naughty, and they shouldn't be doing that. After all, Ruby doesn't do freaking NFSW things.
NSFW.
I had it right the first time. That's it. I'm putting my foot in my mouth. I can't say anymore. Blah. I'm just going to say it out loud, not say for work. That'll help me, because I can't freaking abbreviate it, apparently.
That worked.
Huh. Well, time to go back to mediocrity.
And I should probably get out of here. I need to go to bed.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
See you
See
later.
you all again for another epic tale.
You have the flu, Lucario Gamer. Oh, that sucks. I'm doing good, Christopher.
I lied. Not quite time for me to go back to mediocrity yet. So, this is the thing that goes into the more teenage side of Pokemon, but what do you all think about the aspect of the prospect of making wine from the berries that are in the games? Like, for instance, blackberry wine appears to be the most popular selection that I've seen so far.
Hi again, Bliblam. Hello, E1X Blaster. Or should I say E1 Stressed Blaster?
Oh yes, definitely one stressed blaster.
My day's been good so far, E1X Blaster.
question, Corbin. And, well, I guess for anybody else in the chat as well, but how many of your police cars have rammers on the end of them?
I have played Skyrim, Christopher. A lot. Okay, I think we're done. Corbin does not have a day off tomorrow, but I will finish this tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, but we'll see. I really want to get to more Ultra Sun today, so I guess I'll see you guys later today, hopefully. And it looks like I'm the only... Corbin isn't here, and Extreme is not available right now, so I'll just see you guys later today, hopefully, and I'll have this finished tomorrow. I don't know if I'll stream it or not, so I'll see you guys then, but for now, peace out.